plot of the show was certainly very unique, and there were so many interesting twists throughout. What were your thoughts after reading the script for the first time?
You know, what were my thoughts after like reading the scripts once they were finished out of the writer's room? Um, my initial thoughts were actually I was so excited that they built up the Gia character, so that it became a female friendship story. Because in the original pilot, we didn't have that aspect. And so I was thrilled to know that she was gonna kind of have a partner in this journey and kind of share the responsibility. And Zoe Colletti, who plays Gia, is amazing in it. And she's really a wonderful human. So that was my initial thought was just like, wow, I'm so happy that they're building this as like a friendship story. Which I think is like, is the theme throughout. It's about like, what you would do for a loved one, for a best friend, and also like, would you stick with them if they start treating you like shit, and becoming a completely different human. And so I think that their friendship together is really what drew me and made me very excited to once the scripts were out of the writers' room.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the friendship, and certainly the chemistry between you and the rest of the cast was really amazing. I think what really made the series so captivating. What was it like working with the rest of the cast?
It was awesome. I mean, I was so thrilled with the way that our cast turned out. We had so many in pre-production. We had so many different thoughts and, different kind of ideas of who, what type of person we were looking for each character. And I think by the time the cast really shaped up and we had finished chemistry reads, like I was so excited. And something that we also really wanted to do was kind of bring in some newer actors and kind of open the door for them and let them shine because I think this industry is all about this industry is all about like just if you could just open the door a crack for someone, they'll just knock it down the rest of the way. And so it was really exciting for me to see these actors that some of them hadn't even worked on a show before and see kind of just their unbridled charisma and unbridled talent. And everyone worked really well together and everyone became very close, pretty instantly, which I think you can kind of tell on camera, like, just the familiarity of everything is just really nice and makes a difference when you're watching, a kind of an ensemble cast, especially in the YA genre.
Absolutely. And it sounds like you had a blast filming, of course. So,
Yes.
are there any memorable behind the scenes moments from filming that you can share?
I mean, I just remember, like okay, so, the mud scene? I just remember, like, because we would do those scenes, but then, you have different all these different setups. So I just remember being in the cast tent just covered head to toe, like so cakey. Because at that point, like the mud had dried. So then it was just like cake, like all over your face and your hair. And Zoe and I just looked at each other and we were like, our jobs are really weird. Like, we get paid to do this stuff, But I was so like, there was mud everywhere, and I ended up calling my friend Cole, who I just did a movie with, and I was like, "Cole, like, how do you do this? Like, how this is so rough." And he was a great sounding board and was like, "You just take a shower. It's gonna be fine." I was like, "Okay." But that was a very distinct memory in my head. And then I also have another memory of like when Adele's single came out, Easy on Me. I loved it so much and I made the whole crew, cast and crew, sit down for 3 minutes and 48 seconds and meditate with that song. And it was also during the time where we were really trying to make sure that our crews are supported and given like due breaks. And so that was just something that I felt like was important to bring in and just a moment to like chill. So that was a really memorable moment because everyone did like it was so weird. Like the grips were like so uncomfortable. Like they were like electrics like did not they were like, what do you mean? Like stop working and sit on the ground to listen to Adele. But by the end of it, like everyone said that they felt a lot more peace and calm and the morale was really high. So that was really fun too.